Good morning, everybody. My name is Prince Almar, and with me today is my group members from Quest for the Best, and I have Samir, Lainey, Gabby, and Zach. Today we're going to continue our presentation on Snoopy's, and what we did now is move our whole project into a C4 master plan, as you will see further in the presentation. We met with Snoopy's manager, went over the details of what the project would look like, but he expressed his desire and the ultimate goal would be to increase the employees' output by 85%. At this rate, that would put them to 130 customers. And the theme that emerged also would be ultimately to kind of reduce the customer wait time during peak hours. And Samir and Gabby is going to go into a little bit more detail on what the project body looks like.
So the first thing we did was we went to the site to get an understanding of the entire process. So using the value stream map, we mapped out everything from the customer coming through the door to them leaving, which I'll go into a little bit more detail in the next slide. We also did a who, what, where, when, and how, asked all the questions to get a really good understanding of the process and the problems. And as a group, we came together and brainstormed everything we could think of that might be contributing to long wait times and customers having issues getting through the door. So with our value stream map, we had to make a few changes, a few corrections from what we had before. So we made sure that the waiting times in between were represented with queues, and we looked at the process times for each step, and then we looked at the checkout and dessert order area, and that's where we have our angry cloud. So that's the area that we saw some problems that we thought we could help fix and will ultimately help decrease wait times and get more customers through the door. And then we also added our timeline at the bottom, which the time varies because of the waiting time varying because of the with peak hours compared to non-peak hours. But overall, it gives us an idea of the average time a customer takes to get through the system. Also, like we said, we were going to focus on the checkout and dessert order area. So we went to the area and we mapped out the steps that a cashier goes through during that peak hour. And as you can see, there's a lot of mess. So they not only are at the cash register checking out customers who are dining in, but they're also preparing desserts and serving desserts. And so that's one thing that we kind of noticed as an issue, because as they would leave the line to make desserts and serve desserts, there would be customers who are waiting to check out. So that was the area that we wanted to focus on, and we'll go into more detail.
So after narrowing down the problem, we created two sidewalk maps. This one's for the checkout, and this was for the desserts. So these are just the suppliers' inputs, process, and outputs and customers. So for our problem statement, we're saying that during the dinner rush at Snoopy's, the checkout cashier can handle approximately only 70 customers per hour against the 150, which is the goal. And for our baseline data set, we pretty much just went and counted the number of checkouts during peak hours. We currently measure 70 customers, while the manager has said that he has experienced 116, and his desired would be 150 customers during peak hours. We also measure the dessert order process times, and we're currently at 348 seconds, and we would like to narrow it down to 181 seconds. This is our cause and effect map, and these are some of the potential external causes that we came up with. So some of them are the new dining options and the change in the campus meal plan. So those are some of the causes that we can't really control, but after going through the ones that we could potentially focus on, we came up with our two main root causes. The first one is the cashier and the helper are sharing the same task. And the second root cause are the ice cream scooping is taking too long.
Okay, and to conclude the presentation, this is basically two of the countermeasures that we agreed on or came up with as a group. And one of them is to have like a standardized work system, and the second thing would be to create a countdown around the ice cream area. This will allow them to have pre-scoop ice creams, and that way whenever the flavor is needed, it will just pretty much make the process move a lot faster. We're not sure if it's going to work, but we pretty much have a good idea. This will help enhance the process efficiency.